Hello, and welcome to Guitar Lessons from Spain. I am Miguel, and today I'm going to show you how to hold the classical guitar. First, you'll need two things: a flat top chair. You don't want a chair that's angled forward in the front or angled back, because you want a flat chair so that you can have your back straight. The other chairs will cause you to slouch and can cause back pain. Also, you'll need a footrest or you'll need a guitar support. You can buy these at your local music store, but also I'll provide some links below in the section below so that you can have different sources available to you. So I'm going to show you how to use the footrest because that's what I use. I'm more of a traditionalist in that aspect, and I don't really feel comfortable with the guitar support. It's just not comfortable to me. So you'll want to sit at the edge of your chair, or almost at the edge of your chair, and your left foot goes on top of the footstool. So you're sitting like this with your left leg raised slightly, and you'll get your guitar, and you'll put the guitar, this part, underneath on top of your thigh. So you've got 4 points of bodily contact with the guitar. So you've got the top of the left thigh, you've got your inner right thigh, and then you've got your chest, sternum area, and you kind of like, the guitar leans into you at a slight angle so that your stomach doesn't touch the back of the guitar. And then your arm, your right arm, comes over and along this plane here where your bridge, this is the bridge of the guitar, your arm just relaxes there. It doesn't really, you're not pressing down, you're not trying to put weight on the guitar like that. Everything is it's just like you're balancing the instrument with your body. So that's what you got. You got the 4 points, and this is the basic classical guitar position. Oh, one last thing about that. You want your guitar angled back. You don't want it out like that. So it's on your body like that, and you've got the headstock is pointing behind you, and it's leaning into you. And you lean into the guitar as well. And that's a basic position. So let's talk now about how to get a great right hand position. So one thing I want to say is that you have 6 strings and they're numbered from the bottom up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And like I said earlier, that you want your right forearm to be on top of this plane right here on the bridge. And so you're going to get your index, middle, and ring finger of your right hand, which is known as I, M, and A. And you're going to go on your 3rd string. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to get your index, middle, and ring finger and place them all there in a row along this design, like past the sound hole, along this design. Right here is called a rosette. And get your thumb and place it on the 5th string right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to let your forearm drop. Just like that. And it's a beautiful position. And from there you can play all the strings and it's natural. You want your hand just to be naturally there, just let gravity do its work. You don't want to force it that way or this way. You don't want it doing any of that right now. Or any time you can hurt yourself, you can hurt your tendons if you force your hand one way and start playing like that. You just want, like I said, just let your hand drop there when you do that. So one more time. Index, middle, and ring on the 3rd string. thumb on the 5th string and drop your forearm. And that's a beautiful, natural position to play from. So we have a great right hand position right now. Now what we gotta do is the left hand. So just let your hand drop and you're gonna bring your left hand up to the guitar. So roughly like this. So you just bring it up to the guitar and you want your thumb just like this. You want your thumb between your index and your middle finger, kind of like a little triangle pointing down with those. And you want that right here. And when you play wherever you are, you want your thumb to be behind your index and middle. No matter where you go, that's where your thumb will be. And when you play, you'll want your fingers beautifully curved. You want them curved like a bunch of bananas. That's what you want. You want that like that right there. And no matter where you go, you want your fingers curved. You don't want to do any bending at any of the joints, at the top joint here by your fingertip or by the middle one. You want them, no matter what you're playing, you're gonna want beautiful, nice curves. Another thing that you'll want is you'll want space between the fingers. You don't want to have your fingers all bunched up like this. You want like a good, nice 4 fret span. These are frets right here. These little metal things on the fretboard. You'll want like a 4 fret span wherever you go. And to accomplish that is by having your fingers curved and also having space between your fingers. As you can see, I've got my fingers beautifully curved. I've got the space between my fingers. They're not all bunched up like that. I have a 4 fret span, and my thumb back here is between my index and middle finger. So, also, you cannot play directly on the fingertips. You're gonna be a little bit, they're all gonna be a little bit different. Look at my first finger here, finger 1. It's hitting off to the side, to the left side. My finger number 2, it's a little bit towards the left side as well, and a little bit in the middle. Ring finger, which is number 3, is more on the right side and some of the middle, and my finger number 4 is pretty much all on the right side. So this position allows you to move everywhere and have beautiful curves so that you don't stop or impede another string from ringing. It's very nice and neat. Is that your fingers need to be very agile and be able to move. That's the goal, to be able to move anywhere you need to go. One last thing I want to tell you is that though sitting in this position with the footstool isn't very symmetrical, you want your body to be as symmetrical as possible. You want your shoulders to be able to draw a straight line from one shoulder to the other when you're actually playing. You don't want any slouching like this, because sometimes you'll see that some players are like, they have their right shoulder hanging and they're all over their instrument with their neck hanging down. And a human head is about 10 pounds and you're putting all that strain on your neck. So you don't want to be hunching over your instrument with one shoulder like that, and just don't do that. Remember, you want everything to look beautiful. If you have good classical guitar position and your seating position is great, you're gonna have your head straight, and you're not gonna be frozen because you're gonna be fluid. Because if you're playing, there's gonna be some movement involved, but it'll be like a momentary shift to something else that you're not going to be like hunched over and stuff like that. You're probably gonna have to, move your left hand down to play at the higher frets, and you might Sometimes you do have to dip your left shoulder to play into higher positions. But after you're done playing there, you're gonna go back and you're gonna go back to whatever position you're gonna be playing in next. But they're just like momentary fluctuations in the seating position. It's nothing permanent. That concludes my presentation on how to sit with a classical guitar. Want to study with me? Visit guitarlessonsfromspain.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell so you can be up to date on my latest videos.